and Brunswick. And we're here this afternoon for the game between the Brookville Lady Devils and the Dixie Lady Hounds. This is the consolation finals of the Christmas Classic held here at Brookville High School. First for the Dixie Lady Hounds, their head coach, David Raines. In the SWBL, they are 2-1. Overall, they are 3-5. Their athletic director is Jane Borgert. They defeated Tri-County North and Oakwood, but then they proceeded to lose to Jefferson, National Trail, Shawnee, and Tip City. And they won against Northridge, but then they lost to National Trail yesterday. Now for the Lady Hounds roster. Number 15, Terry 80, 5'5" forward, guard, senior. Number 14, Carla Miller, 5'6" forward, a senior. Number 23, Nikki Jones, 5'7" forward, a junior. Number 13, Debbie Jones, 5'5", guard, a junior. Number 24, Polly Ann Allen, 5'10", center, a junior. Number 21, Andy Bruss, 5'3", guard, a junior. Number 11, Marcia Bowman, 5'8", guard, a sophomore. Number 25, Michelle Garwood, 5'4", guard, a sophomore. Number 30, Katie Smith, 5'8", center forward, a sophomore. Number 22, Shelley Wegley, 5'6", guard, a sophomore. And number 20, Rochelle Minking, a 5'4", guard, a freshman. The officials for this afternoon's Constellation Finals, Bill Durkee and Ron Clark. And now for the Brookville Lady Devils. The Brookville Lady Devils head coach is Chuck Gross. In the SWBL, they are 1-2. Overall, marked 3-6. Athletic director Craig Allred. They defeated Twin Valley South. They lost to Trail and Arcanum, Madison, West Carrollton, Valley View. They defeated Dayton Christian. And then yesterday, they lost out to the Northridge Polar Bears. Plus, they also defeated Oakwood. They are 3-6. Now for the Lady Devils roster. Number 11, Kim Kramer, 5'6", junior guard. Number 12, Nissa D, 5'3", junior guard. Number 24, Cindy Pig, 5'7", sophomore forward. Number 30, Katrina Cash, 5'6", sophomore forward. Number 32, Melina Meese, 5'5", junior guard. Number 22, Julie Hensley, 5'6", sophomore forward. Number 40, Angela Jackson, 5'6", junior forward. Number 34, Amy Foreman, 5'8", junior center. Number 42, Angie Myers, 6' freshman center. Also on the team, but not eligible for the tournament, number 20, Kim Edwards, 5' senior guard, and number 44, Cammie Schreier, 5'8", senior forward. The pregame show is being brought to you by McMackins IGA Markets of Brookville and Inglewood. And now, Vern Pegg, some information on yesterday's games.
Yesterday, in the first round of the Christmas Classic, National Trails defeated Dixie 51-35. That put National Trails in the finals after this game, and Dixie will be playing Brookville in the Constellation right now here in about 5.5 minutes. In Brookville, lost out to Northridge 49-46 in a close game. That put Brookville in the Constellation game, and then Northridge will be playing National Trails in the championship game just after this game.
Brookville against Dixie. A classic confrontation no matter when it comes. This is one of those games that really is important no matter what the records. Neither team exactly scintillating perhaps on the court, but when they play each other, throw the records out the window. It's going to be a high school basketball contest that will be interesting to watch on Centel Cable Channel 5. We will be telecasting the finals of this Christmas Classic with Brookville, National Trail, Northridge, and Dixie on a tape delay basis.
Consolation finals will be shown on Monday, December the 29th at 4 p.m. and then reshown on Tuesday, December the 30th at 6:15 p.m. The championship final contest will be aired on Monday, December the 29th at 8 p.m. and then reshown on Tuesday, December 30th at 6:15 p.m. The sponsor for these two round ball affairs are McMackin's IGA Markets of Brookville and Inglewood. Jack and Jim and Amy McMackin, stop in and tell them you appreciate the telecast. The Don Schaefer Chiropractic Clinic of Brookville. Don Schaefer, always a sponsor of every Brookville contest. Stop in and tell him that you appreciate him too. Monin Jewelers of Brookville, and of course Dave Monin and his lovely wife are proud sponsors of this telecast as well. And finally, the State Line Union 76 Truck Stop and Restaurant of New Paris, rooting for the National Trail Blazers. Of course, Gene Lindley, the proprietor. The tapes of these contests are available at a nominal cost by calling 836-2641. Back in a moment with some action from the Brookville Christmas Girls Classic.
This is Ted Lance Jr. about ready for the opening tap. The Brookville Lady Devils and the Dixie Lady Hounds. Jumping center will be number 34, Amy Foreman, 5'8", junior center. For the Brookville Lady Devils, and the tap goes to the Hounds. Wegley was the first one to touch the ball, and now it's back to Wegley. Throws it over on the right wing, it's back to Wegley. Wegley tries to drive. Kramer with the defense, and the ball rolls past the midcourt line and goes over, and they get it back. Lady Hounds, under the direction of Dave Raines. Got to work it inside. Kramer now with the ball, number 11. And gets it to number 12, Nissa Dean. And they throw it over now. And it's back to Nissa Dean. Now Cindy Pig up with the shot up, no good. Rebound to the Hounds. Wegley throws it over. The shot is missed. And now Kim Kramer taking control. Nissa Dean now. Works it into Kramer. Kramer with a fake. Puts it up. No good. Rebound beat by 4. And the alternating possession goes over to the Lady Devils. The Lady Devils are under the direction of head coach Chuck Gross. Pig throws it in, and it's off of Wegley. 6:50 remaining in the first quarter. The first quarter brought to you by Monin Jewelers of Brookville. Dave Monin. The shot is short, but we have a foul on the Lady Hounds. No score as of yet. At the free throw line will be number 34, Amy Foreman. Foreman now waits. Shots up, no good. The foul, I believe, is on number 24, Polly Ann Allen. Now, this one's up and no good. 2 free throws missed. And number 15, Terry 80. Throws it over. Shots up and no good. Rebound goes off to the Lady Devils. Kramer now with the ball, dribbling it down the court. And we have a blocking foul on the Lady Hounds. Number 22, Wegley. Pig throws it to Kramer, and Kramer connects. Dowling long distance. 2-0. Long shot up and no good. Rebound by Pig. Pig to Kramer. Now, Nissa Dean rejected by Wegley, and Wegley off and running. But before she gets a full head of steam, she is fouled. Foul goes on Hensley. Throwing the ball in. Throwing the ball inbounds. It's 80 and it goes to Wegley. Wegley taking her time, throws it over. Shots up and no good. So we have a foul underneath. Foul goes on Amy Foreman. Now the Lady Hounds waiting to throw the ball inbounds, 2-0. The Lady Blue Devils are up. Now, shot up and good. Give and go. Number 15, Terry 80. 2-2. Now, Pig puts it up, and it's off. Rebound comes out to the Lady Hounds. Debbie Jones, number 13. Goes to 80 and is back to Wegley. Now, they work it over. And the shot's up and no good by Jones, and the rebound comes out to the Lady Devils. 5:20 remaining. First quarter brought to you by Monin Jewelers of Brookville. Dave Monin. Now, power move underneath. Goes to no avail. Follow up. No good. Shot partially rejected. And now the Hounds running. And we have a body foul on number 11, Kim Kramer. The principal's daughter here at Brookville. And at the free throw line will be number 22, Shelley Wegley. Puts it up and it's good. Wegley connects. 3-2 now. Make it 4-2. Wegley doing the job at the charity stripe. 5 minutes and counting down this first quarter, and we have a turnover. 80 throws it over, and we have a partial rejection, and now we have a battle underneath. Comes out to 80. 80 puts it up in and out, and now shot up, no good, and finally the Blue Devils get the rebound. Kramer takes it up the court at a tremendous pace. Foul goes on number 15, 80, Terry 80. .5'5", senior. Now, Kramer puts it up and it's short. It's knocked out of bounds and it'll go over to the Lady Hounds of head coach Dave Raines. First quarter brought to you by Monin Jewelers of Brookville, Dave Monin. Now, the Lady Blue Devils are in a zone. Wegley has the ball taken away from her. And now, fast break. Kramer puts it up, and she is fouled. Kim Kramer on the strong move. Second foul on Wegley. Now, Kramer at the charity stripe. She has the only 2 points for the Lady Blue Devils. The shot is short. It's off the front of the rim. Bounces off. Now, this one goes up, and it's off, but Kramer gets her own rebound off of her shot. And now, Big. In and out. Wegley now with the basketball for the Lady Hounds, 4-2. They're working it around right now. 3.5 minutes remaining in the first quarter. Now, the shot goes up, and it is good by number 11. Marcia Bowman. 6-2 now. Kramer throws it over. Shot up and no good. But we have a foul underneath. And it looks like it might go on Terry 80. Now, at the charity stripe will be number 34, Amy Foreman. Amy Foreman puts it up, no good. Rebound, shot, no good. And he goes back out to Foreman, and Foreman gets it back out to Kramer. Now, they just work the ball around right now. The shot up, no good. A big follow-up, no good. And then a third shot. Up and no good, but I believe we'll have a foul on number 24, Pollyanna Allen, on Allen. So Lady Hounds getting in foul trouble. Ted Lane Sr. scoring.
Scoring will not take too long at all because we have 6-2 as the score right now in favor of Dixie. Terry 80 with 2, Marsha Bowman with 2, and Shelley Wegley with 2. For Brookville, Kim Kramer has 2, and that's it. The big feature might be the fact that Terry 80, Pollyanna Allen, and Shelley Wegley, all three of those young ladies have 2 fouls apiece on them already. Brookville has Kramer with 1, Hensley with 1, and Foreman with 1, so it's actually 6 fouls to 3, Vern Payton.
Well, even out of the 9 fouls it's called, I feel like the officials are just calling little things a little bit too close. I know they've missed a couple traveling calls. I don't know what it's going to take to get the officials are going to have to get into the game. I think maybe it's just a little too early for them or something because they're just not calling a real good game right now. The girls are traveling. They're not calling it. And I think they're calling the fouls a little bit too close. Got to let the girls play a little bit. You know, we don't want a whole bunch of girls fouling out on cheap fouls. You know, let them play, so I hope maybe they can get back into it right now.
All right, back to Ted Landers Jr.
Now we have Angie Myers, 6-foot freshman center. And it's up, and it goes in. Rainbow shot. And she stands back and misses this one completely. Violation on the Lady Blue Devils anyway. 6-3. Lady Hounds have doubled the score. But it's still very early. Wegley all the way, then it's off her knee. Now, throwing it in will be number 32, Melina Meese. Meese to Kramer. And Kramer taking her time. Throws it over to Meese. Meese to Meyer. And Blue Devils trying to penetrate the zone. Dixie Lady Hounds are trying to trap, and head coach Dave Raines yelling out instructions. 2.5 minutes remaining now. Now, Meese throws it over, shot up, and no good. Missed by Foreman, and now we have an alternating possession to go over to the Dixie Lady Hounds. Now we have perhaps a partial press put on by Lady Blue Devils, and it is. We'll have to see if the Hounds can cope. We have a steal. Melina Meese puts it up and in and out. But the Blue Devils have the quickness, but they also have the violation for traveling on number 34, Amy Foreman. Now, Lady Hounds with Wegley throwing the ball. It's up and over teammate's head, and we have collision. Lady Hounds still have possession, and we have a foul on Melina Meese. Melina Meese's first foul. 5'5" junior guard. Both teams getting into foul trouble early. Now, Wegley Throws it over. Shot up and no good by the Lady Hounds. Now Kramer throws it over to Pig. Now shot up by Foreman is short. Contact on the rebound. And this one could go either way. It goes against the Lady Blue Devils. And it goes on number 24, Cindy Pig. Daughter of commentator Vern Pig. And at the charity stripe, number 13, Debbie Jones, 5'5", junior guard. This one goes up and no good. Rebound by Myers. Myers finally gets it out to Pig, and they get it to Kramer. Kramer gets it over to Meese, and Meese throws it up to Foreman, and now Pig gets called for a traveling violation. 1 minute, 22 seconds remaining. First quarter brought to you by Monin Jewelers of Brookville. Now, the press. We have thrown over, and they work now to set up their offensive attack. Shots up and no good. Rebound comes out to the Blue Devils. Kramer puts it up, and it is good. Uses the glass, which is impressive. Now, Wegley moves through three defenders, throws it over, and shots up and no good by Bowman, but Wegley gets it back out, and it's good by number 13, Debbie Jones. 8-5 now, visiting Dixie Lady Hounds, up by 3. 30 seconds. This zone still being used by the Lady Hounds. Now, we have 3 seconds. Violation among the Lady Devils of head coach Chuck Gross. Dave Raines yelling out what to do as far as the Dixie Lady Hounds are concerned. We're going to pass the timeline. Now, a shot up, no good, off the rim. Rebound by Myers, and it's out to Kramer. Kramer now, 4, 3, 2. The shot's up, and no good. Rebound by Wegley, and that ends the first quarter. The first quarter ends up in favor of the Dixie Lady Hounds, who have 8 points, while the Brookville Lady Devils have 5. The first quarter is brought to you by Monin Jewelers of Brookville, and now scoring with Ted Landis Sr.
For Brookville, Angie Myers has 1 free throw. Kim Kramer has 2 baskets. That makes a total of 5 points, and that's it for Brookville. For Dixie's Lady Hounds, who lead 8-5, Terry Adie has 2, Debbie Jones has 2, Marcia Bowman has 2, and Shelley Wegley has 2 free throws. Vern Pig, analysis, please.
Well, Dixie leads 8-5. Brookville's getting a lot of good shots off. Nothing's falling for them. Dixie's a really scrappy team. They're getting loose balls. Several turnovers on Brookville part, that traveling calls, and the second part of that quarter was played a little cleaner. We didn't have quite so many fouls. Brookville's missed, I don't know how many fouls, probably 5 free throws on the front end one-on-ones, and well, you just can't do that, or even both of the 2-shot fouls a couple of times too. So yeah, it's a pretty close ball game. Both teams are going to come out and try to get something going offensively. So far, it's been mostly defense, and both teams can score a lot of points. We'll see what happens this quarter.
We're brought to you by the Schaefer Chiropractic Clinic. Having trouble with in the afternoon. Saying the word. Let everyone know Don Schaefer. Stop in and tell him you appreciate the telecast. Brookville with the basketball. Tries a shot. It's not good. And the alternate possession rule takes over immediately, giving the basketball to the Hounds. There was a tie-up. Brookville in a full-court press. A trapping defense, and it's having its effect. Adie, however, got the basketball across over the timeline in time. Brookville back in his zone, too. Brookville in an old-fashioned 2-1-2. And the shot way outside didn't even hit the rim. Brookville with the ball. Kramer passing to Meese. Cindy had a good shot that time. Cindy Pig and did not take it. Her father Vern said you should have. Here's a shot up, and it hit the bankboard, but nothing else. Did not hit the rim. So we've had 2 shots in the second quarter, and nothing close. And there's a steal by Brookville. Brookville with the basketball. Meese dribbling down the court. Passing to Kramer. Kramer shoots from way outside, and I mean way outside. And that one, I'm sure, was not planned to go that way. It banked off the glass and in, but it makes the score 8-7. You look like a genius when they go in from that far out. 80 has a shot. No good. Foreman with the rebound. 6:39 left. 8-7. Brookville with the basketball. Has a chance now to take the lead. The shot up. No good. The rebound. Pig passes to Foreman. Back to Pig, and the shot is no good. I believe there's a foul on the Hounds on that. Debbie Jones. The call is Debbie Jones. At the line will be number 24, Cindy Pig, a 5'7" sophomore forward. And our favorite referee, Vern Pig, rooting right now along with the rest of the Devil fans that she will make this. It bounces, however, and comes off. Still 8-7. She has another in the act of shooting. Cindy sets, shoots, and this one, too, is no good, and it's rebounded by Polly Ann Allen. Polly Allen gets it over to 80. 80's at the head of the key. The Devils in their zone. They screen beautifully, however, and Dixie gets a shot. It goes, and a foul. Wakely scores and is fouled. They're not announcing who the fouls are on, so Foreman is whistled. That's Amy's second foul, too. So, the young lady shoots and makes it two. And that moves it up as Wegley hits a three-point play. That doesn't happen too often. 11-7 right now, a 4-point lead. Another foul, however, on the Dixie Lady Hounds as number 20 is whistled for the infraction. Number 20, Rochelle Menking. Number 11 for Brookville, Kim Kramer, who has 6 of the Lady Devils' 7 points. 1-1. So she has to hit to get the second, and they don't. And the ball is knocked out of bounds. Brookville is given the ball. 11-7. Brookville missing the 1-1. Kramer drives, shoots, and misses. And there's a fight for the rebound, and Foreman ties up with a Lady Hound, and they give the ball back to Brookville. Brookville has had at least 3 shots so far, but has not produced a point in this possession. It's back out to Kramer. Kramer shoots from way outside, no good, and rebounded by the Hounds, stolen by Foreman. Brookville continues to have a chance down in this end, but nothing is happening so far. Kramer drives, but that Hound defense is doing its job into Foreman. Foreman's loose. Foreman hits. When they concentrate on Kramer, somebody has to be open. And right then, Amy Foreman did a job. Brookville with the steal. Meese got the steal, got back. Brookville drives, and there's a traveling call on Brookville's Nissa Dean, as Nissa Dean traveled at what could have been a critical juncture. Timeout now with the score 11-9. Back in a moment with more action. On Dean Headlander Senior back again. 5 minutes and 25 seconds to go in this, the second quarter of the consolation finals played on a Saturday afternoon. Brookville with another steal. Kramer's open. Kramer shoots and misses. The rebound by the Hounds, and Kramer reaches in and commits an infraction, and that is her second foul. The 1-1 for Dixie remains. At the line, Rochelle waits at the line for the 1-1. Both teams the 1-1. This is going to be a long second quarter. Shoots, misses. Rebound by the Hounds. Up, and they miss again, and still again, as they're getting the shots, but they will not fall. And finally traveling after a successful basket by Marcia Bowman, but it does not count because she traveled first. You can't do that. Brookville certainly received a benefit break there. Neither team right now can hit. Dixie stays in the zone. It's been successful. There's a collision and no call. An absolute collision on the court. Centel Cable Channel 5 bringing you this contest between the Brookville Blue Devilettes and the Dixie Houndettes, if you call it that way. There we go. Brookville around the perimeter looking for the shot inside to Foreman, and Foreman is fouled by number 24, Holly Ann Allen, and I believe that is her third foul, and there's going to be some people leading this contest if it continues like this. Coach Dave Raines probably will bring in a substitute right now, but first, Amy Foreman shoots her first, and this is the 1-1, and the rebound is contested. The alternate possession light goes on in favor of Dixie. So Dixie has the basketball. Brookville continues this full court press. 80 with the ball. Gets it across the timeline now. There we go. Dixie's trying to maneuver for the shot. The pass underneath. Shot up. No good. Dixie with the board. And a foul. And a foul on Nice. Melina Nice committed the foul. And Dixie will be at the line 11-9. And it will be Marcia Bowman, 5'8", sophomore guard, who has a chance for some free throws, but the first one bounces out. No one can hit anything right now. The score shows us we've had 4:22 left in the second quarter. The second one's up and in, however, and Bowman hit nothing but twine on that one. 12-9 now. The Hounds with a 3-point lead, staying in their defense. Why not? Kramer's way outside. Back and forth it goes, almost a steal. Kramer, however, comes up with the round ball, almost loses it. Passes over to Dean. Dean's open. Dean takes a shot and it hits nothing. Here comes Dixie. Drive, shoot, score. That was a beautiful basketball by 80. Terry 80. She'll like to see that one on Centel Cable Channel 5 because that was a driving one-hander. Brookville now in dire straits, passing over the shot up, no good by Nice. Rebounded by the Lady Hounds from New Lebanon. And they now have a 5-point margin, one of the biggest margins of the game, 14-9. Brookville deploys in its zone. And the pass, the long pass, and the shot, no good, but the rebound again by the Lady Hounds. Amy Foreman commits the infraction. If I'm right, that should be 3 on Amy Foreman, and she hits the fines. 2 girls already with 3 fouls, 1 on each side. Allen for Dixie, Foreman for Brookville. At the line, Dixie shoots and misses. As that was missed by Nikki Jones. Kramer with the basketball. Passing to Dean. Brookville drives. Shot hits the side. Hit the absolute side of the backboard and carried out of bounds. Dixie gets the ball. Brookville cannot hit anything right now. A substitute coming in as Debbie Jones comes in for Dixie. With 3 minutes and 2 seconds. Brookville in a full court press. It's been effective at times, and it works again as number 11, Marcia Bowman, just simply lost it out of bounds. Referee Phil Durkee hands the ball to Brookville's number 11, Kim Kramer. Kramer maneuvering. There's the ball inside. Kramer trying to get the shot, but cannot. Back out they come. Brookville cannot penetrate the Dixie zone. Bean's open, shoots and hits. Nissa Bean's first 2 points of the ball game came with 2:40 left. It was a big basket because it put Brookville within 3. Dixie maneuvering now. They get it across the timeline. Looking for the shot, and there it is, up and in. And number 11, Marcia Bowman, who just drilled it. That was about an 18-footer, and she'll be proud of that one. Brookville shoots. No good. Dixie rebounds, and here comes Dixie fast breaking. And the ball is lost. Back to Brookville. It goes as the pass went astray. This has not been a very productive ball game so far. We've got only 2 minutes left, and the score is 16-11. And the bonus light has been on almost the entire second period. No one can hit anything. Kramer maneuvering, trying to get the shot, cannot. There's a pass inside. Brookville misses the layup, and it's taken away by Dixie. Dixie leading by 5. And now Dixie has decided if Brookville's going to stay in the zone, we'll make them come out of it. They're just passing back and forth. Back and forth. Kramer comes out. Dixie passing back and forth, 80. Passing. Looking for the shot. And then they shoot and miss. Nice rebound. The shot up and missed. Brookville cannot buy a basket. Dixie with the ball. 1 minute left exactly, and a foul. As Brookville reaches in, that will be on Nissa Bean, her first foul. 16-11, 103. The second quarter brought to you by Don Schaefer and the Chiropractic Clinic. Stop in and tell Don that you appreciate the telecast. He does them all. Shot up and missed. As Dixie 80 missed. A chance for a 1-and-1. Both teams have just missed numerous opportunities. I'm sure they'll hear about it from Chuck Gross, the Brookville coach, and Dave Raines, the Dixie coach. There's a shot up, and still not good, and Cindy Pig just missed. Dixie with the ball. And Dixie, the foul is called on Cindy Pig. That will be Cindy's second foul. We have 40 seconds left to go in this second period. And at the line will be Terry 80. She has a basket in each quarter. She is a 5'8" senior. 5'5" senior. And up and in. There was a free throw that did win. Dixie perhaps its biggest margin. She hits again. That's 6 points. And 18-11 with 37 seconds. Brookville needs the basket desperately. They drive. The pass goes awry. Stolen by Dixie. Brookville cannot penetrate the zone. That's all there is to it. It's the first half, at least. 18-11 now with 20 seconds left. Will Dixie go for one? They look like they are. Back and forth. Brookville stays in their zone. 80 with the basketball with 10 seconds. Now down to 7. 80 probably make a move any second. And here's a shot. Up and in by Bowman at 2 seconds. Just as if you draw it out on the board. Dave Raines has to be pleased with that final shot by Marcia Bowman, a 5'8" sophomore guard. It goes in. Ted Landis Jr., the scoring, please.
First for the Lady Devils, Kim Kramer, 6. Nissa Bean, 2. Amy Foreman. And Angie Myers 1. The Lady Hounds. Terry 6. Debbie Jones with 7. And Shelley Wegley with 5. The score at halftime is 20-11 in favor of the Dixie Lady Hounds. This halftime show being brought to you by Mountain Jewelers of Brookville.
This is Ted Lander Sr., and with me is a Dixie Greyhound supporter, Mr. Harold 80, and you are also, I believe, a minister, Mr. 80, right?
That's correct.
All right, and what is the name of the church, please?
Plainview Open Bible Church on Johnsville, Brookville Road.
So you're very, very close to Brookville. That's almost the line of demarcation there, isn't it?
That's correct.
All right, let's talk about your daughter a little bit. Terry 80 is a senior, I believe?
Yes, she's a senior this year.
All right, you've been following her then for 4 years through her sports career. Is basketball her only sport?
No, she runs track as well and volleyball.
So she keeps pretty busy then, right?
Yes.
How about the grades? Is she able to keep them up too?
Yeah, she's pretty close to an A student.
An A student, that makes the father very happy. And of course, as a minister too, I suppose that you're probably most concerned about her spiritual welfare. As a daughter of a pastor, does she ever come to you and say, Dad, it's difficult?
I think there's times in every young person's life where they feel like it's difficult at times, and she's no different than anyone else.
As a minister myself, of a little church up at Cell Video, I know what it's like. I went through it with a daughter and with a son as well. And I do think, though, that there are some compensations, much more than what people might realize, because we can sit down and talk to each other.
That's correct.
You, as a father and a sportsman here right now, watching the contest, are you torn a little bit as you watch the game, wondering if she's listening to what you tell her at home?
I think so. I think we always try to give a little bit of advice, whether they follow it or not. On the course is another thing.
That is exactly right. Vern Pegg, our favorite referee, is in the same situation, of course, because his daughter is on the Brookville Blue Devils team, and he's rooting for her just as you are rooting for Terry. Terry is having a pretty good game, though. She's got 6 points. I think that's the leading point. No one's hitting much.
Yeah, that's correct. They're sure not hitting very much at all, either from the free throw or from field.
A lot of turnovers in this contest. As I look at the score, it's 20-11. Surely that will pick up in the second half, don't you think?
I believe so. At least we hope so. Hope Dixie gets some from outside.
All right. Any final thing you'd like to say for a message for the new year, perhaps for all of the Central Cable people that will be watching this on Monday and Tuesday?
Well, we just wish everybody a happy new year, and we hope that everybody starts it out with the Lord Jesus Christ in their life.
No reason they can't go to church, is it?
No, sir.
All right. Thank you so much. This is Ted Lander Sr. signing off at halftime of the Dixie Brookville contest, with Dixie leading 20-11. We're back now for the third quarter. Third quarter is brought to you by the Union 76 State Line Truck Stop and Restaurant of New Paris. He's interested in this game, Mr. Lindley is, but I know he'll be more interested in the next game with the National Trail Lady Blazers. Back to the action now, 20-11. The Lady Blue Devils down by 9. Melina Meese tries to make a move, but before that we have 3 seconds called. Now, the Lady Hounds with their 9-point lead start their offensive movements. The shots up no good, but Bowman battle for it. Comes out to Pig, and Pig has it just taken away from her by Bowman. And the alternating possession goes to the Dixie Lady Hounds. No score yet in this third quarter. Pass goes in the corner, and it's thrown away. Neese throws it into Kramer, and Kramer now takes the ball up.
They're working it around right now. Trying to do the job that only the Lady Blue Devils can do. They throw it into Myers. Myers puts it up, no good. And 80 with a nice pass. The give and go, Dixie Greyhound style. Basket was by Debbie Jones. Jones with 4. Now, it's 22-11. The Lady Hounds have doubled the score. The move by Kramer goes to no avail. And now, Dixie Lady Hounds take it in, and there's a foul. Foul will go on Hensley. And that charity stripe will be number 13, Debbie Jones. Jones takes her time, puts it up, and it's no good. Second free throw is coming. This one's up, and it is good. Nothing but the net. Jones with 3 in this quarter. That's Debbie Jones. He's being hounded by Dixie. They work it into Myers. Alternating possession goes to the Lady Blue Devils, number 24, Cindy Pig with her ball inbound. Blue Devils will get the ball again, maybe, but no, they have it intercepted. This shot was by Kramer, and now we have 80 putting it up and no good. Just off, and it goes out of bounds. So the Lady Blue Devils now will take over with 5:55 remaining in the third quarter. Jim Kramer throws it over to Meese. Now Kramer puts it up, and it's short. Myers turns around, puts it up, and no good. Rebound comes out to the Lady Hounds. Terry. Now, long shot from the corner, no good. However, we have Wegley with the board. Now, shot up, in and out. Wegley with another board, and this time she's hammered by number 24, Cindy Pig. Should be a shooting foul, 2 shots. Now, shot is in and out. Wegley misses. Wegley puts this one up, and no good. Rebound comes out to Foreman to Meese. Meese now dribbling the ball. And it's intercepted. Now the Lady Hounds take it all the way back out. But before that occurs, we have traveling number 13, Debbie Jones. Debbie Jones, a junior. For head coach Dave Raines. Kramer throws it over on the right wing to Meese. Meese now trying a couple moves of her own, and it's off one of the knees of the Dixie Lady Hound. 23-11. 12-point advantage for Dixie. Get it into Myers. Myers puts it up, no good, but a follow is up and good. Angie Myers. 23-13. Lady Blue Devils down by 10. Long shot up and no good. And it goes off to Wegley to 80 now. Puts it up and it's fouled. Looks like it will either be on Kramer or Myers. Foul will go on Myers. Myers' first foul. Terry 80 now getting ready.
free throws. This one's up and good by Terry 80. 80 has connected for 7 points. This one's no good, but it comes back out to 80. 80 puts it up again. No good. Rebound by Wegley. Shelley Wegley. That hurt the Blue Devils' cause. As now, it's 26-13. Wegley seems to be all over the court. Cindy Pig now waits for the basketball. But the substitutions have not come in yet, and finally they do. Miss Sabine replaces Kim Kramer. So Kramer takes a seat. Kramer has 6 points for the Lady Blue Devils, and she's one of the main cogs for head coach Chuck Gross's squad. Now, Nissa Dean. Now they're just throwing the ball around the perimeter, trying to penetrate the zone. They get it in, and a foul. Foreman was hammered by several Lady Hounds. Foul goes on number 21, Andy Bruss. Now we have the shot, no good. Off the back of the rim. 4 minutes exactly remaining, 26-13. This one's up and no good. Rebound comes out to the Lady Hounds. Terry 80 throws it all the way down the court. Shot up and good. Lady Hounds connect. Andy Bruss. Now, shot up, no good by Pig. Strong rebound for the Lady Hound. And now 80 has it partially rejected, but there is a body foul on Cindy Pig. Now Terry 80 will be at the free throw line. And then comes a substitution. And Cindy Pig has 4 fouls. And there's a timeout. And Ted Lynn Sr., how about the scoring for this quarter?
With 3:33 left in this third quarter, brought to you by Lindley's Union 76 State Line Truck Stop and Restaurant on Old Route 40. Everything is going Dixie's way. Brookville has 2 points on 1 basket by Angie Myers. That is it. For Dixie, we have 2 points by Shelley Wegley, 2 points by Andy Bruss. Debbie Jones leads with 3 points and 1 foul shot by Terry 80. So with 3:33 left in the third quarter, the score is 28-13. It was 8-5 in favor of Dixie after 1 period, then 20-11 at halftime, and now Dixie has broken it wide open and leads by its biggest margin, 28-13. Vern, is there anything Brookville can do to get started?
Well, I don't know what they can do. They're getting some pretty decent shots. What really hurt them is they had a one-on-one advantage here for a long time in the first half and couldn't convert anything. They must have missed 8 or 9 free throws in the first half. So, they're just going to have to try scoring. Back to Ted Landis. Free throw up and no good by 80. 80 trying to aid the Dixie Hound cause. This one goes in 29-13. Lady Blue Devils down by 16 big markers. Shot up and no good by Melina Meese. Misses everything. 80 with a nice pass. Shots up and good for the Lady Hounds. Basket was good by Bruss. Scoring in this quarter. Now we have a bank shot. Power move inside. Angie Myers.
Myers with 4. Now the press. Working down the sidelines, and we have a rejection by Myers. Myers now seems to be taking control both offensively and defensively for the Lady Blue Devils. Now it's knocked out of bounds, so Lady Blue Devils will throw the ball in bounds. Myers with the only points this quarter for Brookville squad. Air ball by Dean, and now pass breaking the Dixie Hounds. 80. Throws it over and is back to 80. Now, shot up, no good. And then we have a rebound. Bust and 80 now. Now Myers throws the fast break pass out to Dean, and Dean misses but is fouled. Looks like it'll be on number 20, the freshman Rochelle Minking. And at the charity stripe will be Nisa Dean, 31-15. Third quarter brought to you by the Union 76 State Line Truck Stop and Restaurant. Less than 2 minutes remain in this third quarter. Dean puts it in. Now it's 31-16. Make it 31-17. Lady Blue Devils trying to whittle away at the lead. Put on the press. Contact and a foul. Foul will go on Mr. Dean. Dean second. Team's fourth. But now we have discussion. And now they're saying that Dixie Lady Hounds will shoot. Instead of the 14th, that's a 15 foul. Now, number 14, Carla Miller. 5'6", senior, forward. Puts it up, no good. Rebound by Myers again. Remember the name of Myers, because she's only a freshman for the Lady Blue Devils. Now, shot up and good. Kramer puts it in, and now it's 31-19, and now we'll have to see if the Hounds can cope with the pressure. And now Myers throws it to Kramer. It's off Kramer's head, but then we have over and back. So a lot of action right now, fast and furious. Central Cable Channel 5. Bringing you this girls' Christmas classic. Waiting on a substitution right now. Substitution is made. And we have another one. Dave Raines not afraid to substitute. And now for the Lady Blue Devils, Angela Jackson, number 40. Dean throws it in to Foreman. Foreman puts it up off the glass. No good, but Foreman there again. Foreman with the power move. 31-21 now. Lady Blue Devils never saying die. Third quarter action. And the press. Dean working on the freshman, Minking. And now we have 10 seconds. And Coach Chuck Gross is pleased now. His squad coming alive. Angela Jackson waiting for the ball. Now, Jackson throws it in to Kramer. Kramer now to Jackson. Myers. And it's off of Kramer, but there's a foul. Looks like it'll be on number 23, Nikki Jones. 2 Jones on the Dixie squad. They throw it all the way back out. Kramer puts it up and no good. Dean gets the rebound and throws it all the way to the other end of the court. Of course, we'll have over and back calls. 31-21, 50 seconds remaining. Scored brought to you by the Union 76 State Line Truck Stop and Restaurant, Gene Lumley. Now, we have the Lady Hounds working around. Shot in and out, but rebound underneath. Up, no good. And battle for it goes to Myers. Myers getting the board. Kramer now with her quickness. Puts on a move, puts it up, and it's good. Count it. 31-23. 24 seconds remaining in this third quarter. Kramer now studies the bucket, puts it up in and out, but rebound turns into a alternating possession, and alternating possession goes to the Dixie Lady Hounds. Now, breaking the fast break. 80. Throws it over. Shots up, no good. And another shot goes in. The shot is short. Final shot for the Lady Blue Devils. And the final bucket was made by Terry 80, number 15. Third quarter ends up 33-23 in favor of the Dixie Lady Hounds. And now scoring with Ted Lane Sr.
We have Kim Kramer with 4 points in that late explosion. Nessa Dean with 2 free throws. Amy Foreman with 1 basket for 2 points. Angie Myers really looking good, a 6-foot freshman center with 4 points. For Dixie, Terry Eddy's last second basket there gave her 4 points for the quarter. Debbie Jones had 3, and Andy Bress came off the Pines to score 2 baskets for 4 points, and Shelley Wegley with 2 points. So now we have a 10-point deficit facing Brookville. Brookville Union 70. However, Brookville maneuvering around that Dixie zone that has frustrated them most of the game. A drive by Kramer. The shot bounces out. The rebound by the Lady Hounds. The New Lebanon Laps is ahead by 10 and with the basketball. 80 controlling this fourth quarter, brought to you by McMackin's IGA Markets of Brookville and Inglewood. Jack and Jim and Amy, stop in and tell the McMackins you appreciate it. Now Brookville's in a zone, but Brookville has to come out of that zone because Dixie will just sit back there and pass the ball. Across court we come. The shot is up and missed by Dixie, and Myers has the ball, gets it loose, over to Dean. Brookville maneuvering. This Angie Myers has come of age. Kramer drives. Kramer got the shot, and it goes up and just misses. A rebound shot is up and no good. 80 loose for the Hounds. Driving. Gets a shot up and in. You can't do much about Terry 80 when she gets that shot. It just hit the glass and kissed in. 23-35. Make that a 12-point deficit for the Devils, and they're having trouble with the basketball being stolen. And Dixie missed a golden chance there for a fast break basket. Did not look down the court. Dave Rain shouts encouragement to his team, leading by 12. Dixie passing the ball. Passing across court to Bress. Back and forth. 80 the trigger girl way out here. Central Cable Channel 5 bringing you this consolation final tilt. The pass inside. Myers might have gotten away with one there. A lot of contact, no call. Dixie drives underneath, and a good choke, a rejection by Myers. Myers is simply taking over inside. The foul is on number 23. That's Nikki Jones, her second foul. Brookville will be shooting the 1-and-1. Vern Pig, you have to be encouraged by the development of Angie Myers.
Yeah, the only thing I can see she's doing wrong on the board, she gets the rebound and then brings it down where the little girls can get it. So if she can keep that ball up in the air and then get it out to a guard, she's going to be a real fine player.
And, of course, just a freshman. That has to bring a smile to Chuck Rose. The rainbow shot that Ted Jr. described is up and in again. A rainbow foul shot. It could bring rain, but it went in. 35-24. She does it again, but this time it's no good. And in the fight, Dixie comes away with it. 80 again, and 80 is being harassed and finally fouled decisively by Melina Meese. Melina did not get a cheap foul on that one. She just absolutely destroyed 80. And the girls are laughing about it, and that's good because Terry certainly is in good physical condition because Melina just clobbered her. 35-24. 5:49 to go, and 80 has been a point producer. She has 12 points, leading everyone on the floor right now, and has an opportunity here for the 1-and-1. First one's up, and it went out all the way down in and then came out. Brookville got the rebound. Kramer falls down. Now Bruss loose. Bruss drives. Bruss up. Bruss misses. And now Foreman's got the ball. And Kramer's loose. And they can't get the ball to her. And instead, Cindy Pig travels, trying to get the ball down court for an easy snowbird to Kramer. And instead, a traveling call gives the ball back to the Lady Hounds. 35-24. We still have 5.5 minutes. 80 with the ball. Passes out. They drive. And then a double dribble. Give the ball back to Brookville as Marcia Bowman committed the infraction. Marcia with 7 points, however. Brookville needs a point explosion from someone, and Chuck Gross is yelling encouragement to his Lady Devils, who are without 2 ball players for 4 games, and it's pretty difficult. Shot up, no good. Another shot by Myers on the rebound, and Myers is having a pretty good chance here to show her stuff. 80 commits the foul. I believe that's 3 on Terry 80. 4, they're saying now. Mrs. 80 right in front of us says it's 4. If that's true, Dixie has to be careful. Even an 11-point lead can go. Shot up and in by Angie Myers, a 6-foot freshman center. Up again, and this one no good. And 1 out of 2, and again, who comes away with it? 80. 80 being really harassed. I mean harassed. But Dixie gets the ball. And a timeout call, as Dave Raines calls timeout. Now, let's keep it right here. Vern Pig, why the timeout?
I think Dave wants to tell him that, you got the ball game intact, you got 10-point lead. There's no reason to get excited on the offensive end. They're going to play probably a sort of delay game. I don't think they're going to go into a stall, but he's not going to take anything but just a real easy shot. Probably going to try to get it to 80 and Bowman as much as they can because that's the two best shooters they have. On the other hand, Brookville's going to have to put pressure on the ball all the time. I see where the one girl's coming back in, Wakely girl, and she's also a fine offensive player. I don't know why she's been on the bench a long time. Is she in foul trouble, Ted? No, she's only got 2 fouls, but she's going to come in the game and probably spark them a little bit because she's a real quick player. Brookville's just going to have to hound the ball all the time and see if they can knock it away from the Hounds.
Hound the ball and knock it away from the Hounds. Oh my. Vern didn't need to do that one on him. Here we go. Dixie with the basketball. 35-25. Brookville down 10. And now the Hounds are going to take their time looking for the good shot. There's a girl injured on the court. Finally, an alternate possession. Cindy Pig is injured on the court, and our prayers are with her right now as the officials are stopping the contest. There was an alternate possession. I believe it goes to Brookville. Vern, did you see what happened to your daughter there?
Well, Shirley Wakely drove to the basket. Cindy had a nice move. Well, I thought there should have been an offensive foul there. But, sometimes that doesn't work in your favor. Cindy's going to be okay. She'll probably be back in the game. Shelley's a good friend of Cindy, so I'm sure she didn't mean to do it.
Absolutely. Fernpig, our favorite referee, also has a son who plays on the Brookville basketball team tonight, so he's going to have a full complement of basketball activity, but that's the way he likes it. Brookville driving, cannot get the shot, and a bad pass, and it's stolen by Dixie. Bowman, now 80s with the ball, passes over the shot, no, not taken. Dixie is not in any hurry now to shoot at all. They're willing to take their time. 80 with the ball. And they're just simply passing around till they get the good shot. There's the drive, and a foul. And Wrigley will probably go to the line. We'll wait and see who this one is on. We'll say Angie Myers. That's her second foul. And at the line is Wrigley, and Cindy Pig is all right. Back in the action pretty soon. Immediately. Foul shot, no good. The free throws have been atrocious on both sides. How many have been missed? We don't know, but it's been a lot. Up and in. And Wrigley connects again. Wrigley has scored in every quarter. Brookville needs a point explosion. Shot is up and not good by Pig. She can't buy a basket. And there's the ball almost lost, but the Hounds come away with it. And almost stolen by Meese, but not quite. Dixie has a couple of arrows open underneath the basket, but they're going to keep it outside. 3 minutes and 47 seconds. Inside now, and the shot is no good. Foreman with the ball. Over to Kramer. Kramer's been blanked in this quarter. Shoot. Still blank. And it goes, no, not out of bounds. She fouled her shot. And an alternate possession. Kramer goes to the ground, but the call was correct. It was an alternate possession. Over to Dixie, too. And Dixie leading decisively by 11. Looks for a good pass. Gets it underneath, but the ball's loose, and Myers comes up with it. Myers throws it down the court. And no, Meese could not save it. Melina Meese gave everything she had that time to catch up with the ball. Could not do it. And with 3:17 left, the Dixie Lady Hounds have an 11-point margin. Brookville has to press. Chuck Grace has his forces deployed on the press, but it doesn't work. Across the timeline, Dixie driving, and a double dribble is called, giving the ball back to Brookville. Brookville has had his chances. They simply have not responded. Kim Kramer has been shut out in this fourth quarter, and that may be the statistic that has told the tale. She's been averaging 18-20 a game, up, and still no good. The rebound up, and still no good. Brookville cannot get a basket. The rebound by the Lady Hounds, they're loose. The drive, the shot, no good. And still Dixie comes up with it. Now, Meese loose, passes to Kramer. Kramer drives. What a move by Kramer, as she now has scored in every quarter and has 12 points for the night as she drove. Beautiful job. Meese falls down. The Lady Hounds with the ball. Look, an outside bomb. And up and over the basket, and that certainly did not meet with Dave Rain's approval, because that gives the ball back to Brookville, trailing now by 9 points. Anything can happen. You never know. 2:27, 2:25. Brookville needs a shot inside and a foul. The foul was on Dixie's number 24, Polly Ann Allen. I have her with 4 fouls. And that puts at the line Melina Meese. Melina Meese has been shut out in this contest, a 5'5" junior, as has Cindy Pig. That has been a story, too. Neither one has scored yet. And the shot by Meese is still not good. When Brookville looks at the free throw chart, they don't need to ask any questions on this contest. Back in a moment as we have a timeout. Ted Lang, the senior, again back here at the Brookville Gymnasium for the last 2 minutes and 13 seconds. of the consolation finals. We have Melina Meese of Brookville up at the line, shoots and hits. Melina Meese makes her first point of the contest. Now the pass down the court. Dixie clinging now to only an 8-point lead. Anything can happen. The shot is up. No good. But a foul is called by referee Phil Durkee, and that one, I believe, was on Meese. And I believe that's Melina Meese's fourth foul. Everybody in foul trouble, but no one fouls out. Marcia Bowman, who has 7 points at the line, shoots and hits. There is the difference between the two teams today when you count up these free throws. Up and another one. Oh my, nothing but cord on both of those, and that can be the difference. 38-28. Brookville now has only 2 minutes. They must score on every possession and then some. Shot up and no good. Rebound up and in, however, by Myers, who simply dominates inside. This young lady is going to be heard from. Brookville needs a steal. An over and back call was not made. Brookville complaining, and a foul on Meese reaching in. If I am correct, that could be the last foul on Melina Meese. We'll wait and see. 1 minute and 37 seconds, and the score 38-30. At the line will be number 11. That's Marcia Bowman, and Bowman already has 3 free throws in this contest. And I thought so. Melina Meese has fouled out. She is the first Lady Devil to foul out of the contest. Brookville takes his time, bringing in a substitute. Missa Dean comes in, trying to ice the free throw shooter. But Marcia Bowman at the line. Hensley came in too. Here we go. She misses a shot, and Brookville down only by 8 points. Needs a point explosion. Can they get it? Dixie stays in the zone. There, no hurry. Kramer loose, shoots, misses. And the rebound by the Lady Hounds. Every key rebound has come to them. That could have done it. 38-30 and only a minute and 13 seconds left. Dixie now goes in his own version of 4 corners. That's where they are, in the corners. Then a shot is taken. And Cindy Pigg gets the rebound. Brookville with the basketball at a minute. Kramer tries to shoot, cannot. Pigg drives, Pigg shoots, Pigg misses. And the rebound comes out to the Lady Hounds. Wegley loose, Wegley drives, Wegley shoots, and it hangs on the rim. They miss the rebound. And now, Myers brings the ball down and got tied up. The alternate possession, however, goes to Brookville with 40 seconds left in the contest. And Chuck Gross calls time out. Back in a moment with more action. Ted Lander Sr. back in the last 40 seconds. Brookville with the basketball. Fourth quarter brought to you by McMacken. IGA, stop in and tell. Jack and Jim, you appreciate it. Kramer cannot get a shot right now. It's difficult. Myers with the ball. Myers back to Kramer. Kramer drives. Kramer's loose. Passes over to Foreman. Foreman's up. In. Brookville worked that perfect, but there's still 20 seconds left. And a 6-point margin. Dixie with the basketball. And a wild pass. No, good pass. Excuse me. I didn't see the young lady down there. Dixie's running out the clock. Finally, Pigg commits a foul, and I think that's her 5th, with 9 seconds left. Brookville let about 11 seconds extra run off that clock. Learn.
Well, I think it's coaching error there. We should have been fouling right away. Be a smart foul so that it's not a 2-shot foul. But you got to foul a lot sooner than that. You got to take your chances on the line. They had about 10 seconds before that they should have been fouling. But, Dixie done a good job. Long passes, something you can't hardly foul on. But we still made a mistake there. We should have been fouling a lot earlier.
Terry 80 at the line, leading Dixie score with 12. Sets, shoots, and misses. Brookville. Myers gets the board, and it's over to Kramer. Kramer with 5 seconds. Kramer trying to get a shot. She does everything she can, and finally shoots it, and just misses. Hits the rim, and goes off. Dixie ends up winning the contest 38-32 as the last Brookville charge fell short. But Brookville did show signs there of coming back in the final third and only lost by 6.
Well, this goes all down to one thing, and that's foul shooting. I don't have the stats on the foul shooting, but I'm sure that Dixie shot somewhere in the neighborhood of 60% from the foul line. Brookville in the probably maybe 10 or 15%. I think we only made about 3 or 4 foul shots, probably shot close to 20. So, you know, that's really terrible foul shooting. I don't know what caused it. I think maybe it was Wednesday they had a short practice for the girls, and no one went. You know, the shooting practice is what, I told my daughter, she didn't even go, that, if you make one basket could be the difference in the game, and that's what it takes is practice, and we're going to turn it back to Ted.
38-32, Ted Landers Jr. with the final summation here in the post-game show, which is brought to you by Don Schaefer and his chiropractic clinic here in Brookville.
First for the Brookville Lady Devils, Kim Kramer, 12, Nisa Dean, 4, Melina Meese, 1, Amy Foreman, 6, Angie Myers, a freshman, 9 points, very impressive, for a total of 32. Now for the Dixie Lady Hounds, Terry 80, 12 points, Debbie Jones, 5, Andy Bruss, 4, Marsha Bowman with 9, and Shelley Wegley with 8, for a total of 38. Overall, the Dixie Lady Hounds will go 4 and 5, while the Brookville Lady Devils will go 3 and 7. And we'll be back, hopefully, with an interview with the winning coach, Dave Raines.